Imagine you are Hugh Jackman or your favorite female celebrity who has a new movie coming out. So, what are some of the things you would do at his level of celebrity? You probably go as a guest on other people's shows. That's the first thing you do. A lot of shows, TV shows, podcasts, Comic Con. You try to reach OPA, other people's audiences. So, here's what Hugh Jackman will not do when trying to promote a new movie. He is not going to sit and think, let me see. I have to promote my new movie and I need an audience to be able to promote it to. So maybe I should start my own TV show, start my own podcast, my own YouTube channel. Maybe I should start building an email list. So yeah, that's the same level of irrelevant advice that you'll get sometimes online if you just ask how to promote your stuff. Start a podcast, start a YouTube channel, start a blog. Buy paid ads on Facebook. Sure, they are all possible ideas that are obviously included in my course and I talk about them a lot, but there are levels and tiers to doing this. There is a progression to doing this. There are short-term and mid-term and long-term things. Hey, welcome to 1001 True Fans. How to build an audience starting from zero. Zero fans, zero followers, zero list, and zero customers. This is not about getting millions of fans or millions of customers. It's not even about getting hundreds of thousands of fans or followers or buyers. It is about 1,000 true fans. When my wife, Veena Prashant, who's also the co-founder and co-developer of digitalaccesspass.com and creator of smartpaycard.com, when we both decided to quit our lucrative full-time jobs in New York in 2009 and move to San Diego in 2010, we probably had between 500 to 700 customers at the time. And they were not even paying monthly, just one-time buyers. So yes, we took a huge risk, but just know that even just hundreds of customers helped us build an amazing life as full-time entrepreneurs, working from home, having the freedom to do what we want, when we want, being there when our kids got back from school, which they didn't always necessarily love, and being able to do everything on our timeline. And this course is going to break it down in the simplest and most impactful way possible and show you how it can be done. And it also shows you how I did it myself. I'm a huge fan of Kevin Kelly's 1000 True Fans concept. And I'll also explain why I added the 1 at the end of 1000 True Fans and made it 1001. But first, here's a quote from his article. To be a successful creator, you don't need millions. You don't need millions of dollars or millions of customers, millions of clients, or millions of fans. What a fantastic concept. You don't need millions of anything. Find your 1,000 true fans, sell them products and services worth, say, $100 a year, and you make 100K. And I'm actually living proof that this concept works. Back when we launched Digital Access Pass in 2008, our list was actually 1,300 people in total, of which probably less than 200 people were actually active. So with that small list of less than 200 people, we were able to get about 5 sales in the first weekend of the launch. We reached about 100 buyers in total in the first year. Veena and I quit really lucrative, high-paying jobs, and DAP was way short of 1,000 users at the time. We were able to afford a really nice living with way fewer than 1,000 paying customers. Which is why I continue to harp on this one point. You don't need millions of customers, millions of downloads, millions of email subscribers. You can do really, really well with just 1,000 true fans. But guess what? How are you going to get those 1,000 true fans? Kevin Kelly's article doesn't exactly tell you how to go about getting 1,000 true fans, and definitely not how you do it in today's age of social media and such limited short attention spans, an era in which everybody has a webinar, everybody has a lead magnet, everybody has an article, everybody's an expert. So how the heck do you even get 1,000 regular fans, leave alone 1,000 true fans? If you go into any Facebook group and ask them, say, how to promote your podcast or YouTube channel, you will get a lot of the same old replies. Post a link on Facebook, post a link on Twitter, post a snippet on YouTube and Instagram, and blah, blah, blah. And if you don't have an existing audience on any of those platforms, that's like yelling out the name of your podcast or website from your living room. There ain't no one there to hear what you're saying. So somebody who is super into podcasting will tell you you should also start a podcast if you want leads. Or somebody who's a YouTube creator will tell you that you too need to start a YouTube channel or a blog. Now, these are great things for the long term, and they're all in my spreadsheet and in my mind map, and I have mapped out things for you to do when it comes to these things. But for the short term, starting a podcast or YouTube channel for building an audience is not a good idea because that is the equivalent of planting a tree in your backyard. And if you want food in 3 months or 6 months or a year from now, that's great. But what if you need to put food on the table today and tomorrow and next week, next month? So a lot of advice you will get in many online communities and from many quote unquote gurus is usually very blah or downright bad or just so skewed based on the one channel they may have found success in based on something they have been doing for a long time. So what worked for them will probably not work for you, which is why you need to take a very, very specific set of action steps in order to build your audience. You just can't spray and pray, especially when you're spraying into an empty hall. Back in 2001, when I was still working on mywebmasterinabox.com, my password for one of the servers at the time, I made it as 1,000 copies. I wanted to be able to sell 1,000 copies of my PHP scripts. I knew that if I could sell 1,000 copies, which was being sold for $97 at the time, I knew that's equivalent to $97,000. But I also knew that if I could sell 1,000 copies, that meant 1,000 customers, which means I could create more products and scripts and software for them, and I knew I could grow my business from there. So whether you're looking to grow your audience from scratch, or you already have a small audience right now that you would like to grow further, I believe my course can help you. And I have a 30-day, no questions asked money-back guarantee. So you have absolutely nothing to lose and only a big audience to gain. Hope to see you on the other side. Cheers.